Mayor Binay padlocked all of the health centers, the fire stations, South Sembo, Itogo, nakakandado po yan. West Rembo, East Rembo, Comembo, Rembo, nakakandado po yan. So, yung mga taga-Embo ngayon cannot use a hospital in their own area. Claimed land kasi lahat to eh. Hindi naman po ito commercial land. Ito ay prinoklama ni President Marcos Sr. So kasinungalingan yung sinasabi ni Mayor Binay sa TV. Asek Jacqueline Kan? Yes. Sorry, ma'am. Kaan-kan. Okay. Ma'am, may papakita po ako sa inyo. Can you show the, can you show the, can I show the, yung mga pinadlock na, I don't know lahat kayo kung napanood nyo na yung, yung commercial ni Mayor Abby Binay, yung better, di ba? Oh, kasi I'll show you what's happening in Embo and kayo na mag-judge kung better to o bitter. No, can you show nga the pictures? So when the Supreme Court ruled that Embos are part of the territory of Taguig, I don't know if you are familiar with the story of King Solomon. Nung may dalawang ina na pumunta sa kanya at pinag-aagawan nila yung baby. So, sabi ni King Solomon, hatiin na lang natin. So, yung isang nanay sabi, sige. Yung isang nanay ang sinabi, wag. So, sabi ni King Solomon, yung nanay na nagsabing wag hatiin, yun ang tunay na ina. Kasi walang ina na papayag na papahamak yung kanyang constituents. So, to be fair to Mayor Lani, it was her decision. Walang permit po ang ospital ng Makati, but we're not closing it down. Ang ospital ng Makati inorderan or someone ordered them na, Madam Chair, na wag magkaroon ng MAIP or DSWD MOA. So yung mga taga-Embo ngayon cannot use a hospital in their own area. Ganon din ang pamantasan ng Makati. The pamantasan ng Makati, the land is not owned by Makati. But we have not done anything to hamper, to disrupt the studies of all students there. On the other hand, Mayor Binay padlocked all of the health centers. Initially, she padlocked the fire stations. Nung nagwala ako kay DLG Secretary Benhar na baka magkasunog dito, nakakandado lahat. He went to her personally and opened it up. So ayan po, South Sembo, nakakandado po yan. Nandiyan po yung mga lock. Pitogo, nakakandado po yan. Okay. West Rembo, nakakandado po yung health center dyan. Next. East Rembo, nakakandado po yung health center dyan. Next. Comembo, nakakandado po yung health center dyan. Okay. Next. Pembo, nakakandado po yung health center dyan. Okay, so anyway, I won't bore you with the details, but aside from that, parks, health centers, covered courts, nakakandado lahat. So when you were assistant secretary, when you were director, we asked you for certifications to ask kung may na-issue ng patent. Why did you drag your feet? Every 2 weeks, tinetext ka ng staff namin eh. From October last year to May, hindi mo kinilusan. How come? So that's why I showed you all of that, because these people are suffering, not directly because of you, it's because of the actions of Mayor Abby Binay, but here we're trying to remedy it. Nung last budget hearing, pumunta sa amin, we wrote you, then pumalit sa'yo si Director Matias, kumilos ka agad siya. Then we told him na may mga problema. Then did you resume ba? Or as but from October to May, every 2 weeks tinatanong ko sa staff ko ano na nangyari. Pinapakita niya sa aming chief of staff na tinetext ka niya, hindi kayo nag-issue. Anong problema? Is that the kind of service? I mean, kung Senate at Senador na nag-request sa'yo, hindi mo kinilusan, I wonder if it's an ordinary citizen. What would you do? How come you didn't act upon it? Or you don't even remember?
No, I remember me, Madam Chair, the Honorable Senator of Alan Peter Cayetano. So we did na, when I was the DNR NCR Regional Executive Director, we proceeded with the issuance of all the residential free patent that had been completed in the process. So wala po ako.
Ma'am, huwag niyo kaming lituhin. Wala kaming pinapatigil o pinapatuloy na issuance. Ang tanong namin sa inyo, kasi ang sinasabi ni Mayor Abby Binay, sila may-ari ng mga yan. E nabuko namin sila sa DepEd na nakapangalan sa DepEd or wala pang patent or pending pa yung patent. So even yung office nyo yung pamantasan ng Makati, sinabi pending pa yung patent. So we ask you specifically, issue a certification kung alin ang may patent at anong wala. And you answered us, lahat yan walang patent. Pero you wouldn't issue the certification, which by law you're required to do. And I'm asking you now, why didn't you even write us back? Every 2 weeks, tinetext ka nung staff ko.
Apologies, the Honorable Senator, but there had been, when I was there had been continuous discussion on the legal aspect. And
hindi nyo naman kailangan ng discussion, ma'am. Certification lang tinatanong namin sa inyo. In-issue na ni Director Matias ngayon eh. In-issue na ni Director Matias. Ang tanong lang, it is a factual question. We ask you, ma'am, pakitignan mo nga, may na-issue ba dyan na patent o hindi? Di ba meron tayong batas tungkol sa transparency? Di ba pag may nag-request sa inyo na ordinary citizen, you're required by law to answer? So kung halimbawa nag-away ang GSIS at ang Senate, kaninong building to? Nalaman ng Senate na hindi pala sa GSIS to. Hindi kami pwedeng pumunta sa inyo at magtanong na, ma'am, pakitignan nga kung ito'y lupang gobyerno, may patent ba ito? For the information of the Secretary, ma'am, proclaimed land kasi lahat to eh. Hindi naman po ito commercial land. So kasinungalingan yung sinasabi ni Mayor Binay sa TV, na yung sinasabi niyang, hindi kasi pag ang Makati bumili ng lupa sa Ortigas or sa Bulacan, syempre sa amin yon pero nasa Bulacan. Hindi ito binili ng Makati. Ito ay prinoklaman ni President Marcos Sr. and then na-amendahan during President Cory's time. Kaya inaalam namin kanino napunta yung pangalan. Kung sa Makati, kasi ang pwede mag-apply under the proclamation is a LGU or anyone public use na qualified. So pwede yung city, pwedeng DepEd, pwede yung barangay. Ang tinatanong lang namin sa inyo, ma'am, meron bang patent? At hindi mo kami pinansin, dinedma mo kami. You want me to show in the screen lahat ng text dito? So in the meantime, all of these people are suffering. Kamag-anak ni Poncio Pilato yung secretary natin ng Department of Health. So imbis na puntahan si Mayor Binay at sabihin buksan yan, katulad ng ginawa ni Secretary Benhar, naghugas siya ng kamay, nagpadala sa DOJ ng hindi namin alam kung sino may-ari niyan. Kung in-issue mo sa amin yon, binigay namin sa kanya, alam nyo ba ma'am, mga bata na bagong panganak na kailangan ng bakuna, pinapadalan pa namin ng sasakyan everyday galing sa EMBO dun sa existing health center namin. So wala kayong pakialam? That's the effect. Did we have to explain to you this way? Does everyone asking for a certification from you have to explain this way to you? Hindi ba nasa batas naman na pag humingi sa inyo, magbigay kayo? I do not believe you're a bad person, ma'am. I do not know you. So I'll make no judgment. Pero sasagot mo pa lang kanina, ma'am eh. The ongoing, etc. Hindi naman yun ang tinatanong namin eh. Next question, ma'am. I made my point there. Last year pa, sinabi nyo sa amin, pending yung application ng pamantasan ng Makati. Di ba? Tama? Correct? Please use the mic. Correct?
Yes po.
Are you familiar with the Supreme Court decision?
Yes po.
So now, is Makati qualified to apply for that land? Yes or no?
Based on the evaluation po, yes po.
Ang nakalagay sa proclamation, ang pwede lang
Tagig po.
Tagig. So Makati has no right to apply, di ba?
Actually,
So you mean Parañaque can apply sa Signal Village sa Taguig?
no po.
Kasi ang proclamation sa Taguig, Taguig lang, di ba?
Taguig.
Oh, so nung nag-rule ang Supreme Court, bakit hindi ka mapagbigay ng ng diretsong tanong? Sa proclamation, yung LGU lang ang pwedeng mag-apply, di ba? Oh, sino ba ang LGU ngayon?
Taguig.
Taguig. So pwede ba mag-apply ang Makati? Why can't you say no loudly, ma'am?
No, actually po, just want to,
No,
to
you can explain later, but answer me yes or no so that I know. Oh, yes or no? Can Makati apply for an area in Embo?
no po.
No. So why haven't you denied their application? You can explain. Yes.
Actually po, it was a process then that we were reviewing. That's why I sought also opinion from the legal and everything po, no? And then, yun pong end of pipe na yun, na naalis na ako dun sa NCR. Kaya po because of the process that we did in the review po. And then we sought also
Okay, but ma'am,
advice from the
ay
legal.
puputulin ko yun doon, ha? Anyone here na mamumuliti ka, i-ignore nyo. But it's a simple legal question. Burahin mo yung Taguig, burahin mo yung Makati, burahin mo yung Cayetano, burahin mo yung Binay. Just follow the law. The law says that it's the LGU na may jurisdiction kung apply. The Supreme Court said it's Taguig. It's 1 year already na binbin sa inyo. So this is causing many problems. You want us to go through litigation for another 30 years? So, Madam Secretary, may I ask that we look into this? And, I tell that to my staff. When I was in DFA, I tell that to my staff when I was the speaker. Do not come to me with names. Come to me with the facts, the legal issue, diba? And the opinion. Kasi pag nilagyan mo pa ng facts, sinabi mong, Sir, etong bill na to, sponsor si Senator Villar. Siyempre, mahal ko po yan. Para kong nanay yan. Para kong ate. So pag sinabi Senator Villar, bias ka agad ako for. Diba? Pero pag sinabing, Sir, yung bill na to, ganito, maganda. O saka ko tatanungin, sinong author? Diba? So what's the problem with us asking for certifications and everything? By the way, Madam Secretary, in-issue na ni Director Matias. We're just going through it today. We don't want you involved in any politics. We want Congress and the Senate to respect you. But it's factual eh. Ang tanong lang namin, etong lupa na to, meron bang patent o wala? Kung meron, penging kopya. Kung wala, bakit wala? And that's all public records. Diba? But ASEC, I'm not, as I said, I'm not judging you as a person because I don't know you. Pero hindi ayos na October to May. And if you ask me now, ba't ngayon lang ako umangal? Baka tama, baka mali. Sabi ng staff ko, Sir, pabayaan mo na ma-promote kasi kay Director Matias gumagalaw eh. Kay ma'am, hindi eh. Hindi kami sinasagot minsan pag tinetext eh. Di ba? Do we need a department order to say? Or do I have to text you myself bago ka sumagot? Kasi medyo busy ako ng ma'am ng konti. Marami din ang committees, marami din ang responsibility. After this, we have to have a press con about the new Senate building. So it's not easy. Do I have to text you myself or will you respect us if staff namin? Sir Yusek, by the way, Chief of Staff ko mismo ang nagdi-deal na rin kay GM. Hindi ordinary, hindi staff to staff. Chief of Staff ko mismo. Siguro naman sa Senate po, ma'am, after us, maybe our COMSEC or our Chief of Staff, sila na po yung alter ego namin kasi isa lang katawan namin eh, di ba? So I'd just like to put an emphasis on that. If you were afraid, ma'am, na kawawa mga taga-Embo if you gave the certification, etc., okay lang eh. But you've seen, Taguig has always put first the interest of the people. We have not closed down anything. We have supported them. On the other hand, nagsasuffer yung taga-Embo. Muntik na nga sila hindi pinayagan magboto eh. Di ba? So, Madam, I've taken up much time but I want to take up lang yung sa reclamation. I asked the DPWH. So sabi ko sa DPWH, Tita Cynthia, sabi ko, Madam Chair, some people say that all reclamations are bad. Some say, no, if you do it the right way, it's okay. And of course, I've been to Hong Kong and Singapore, and they've grown in land area. And although lately, dahil sa massive different sa climate change, may baha na rin. But in the 80s, 90s, early 20s, parang okay naman yung reclamation. So ang tinanong ko kay Secretary, does the DPWH evaluate the plans in terms of the engineering part? Sabi niya, no, they have nothing to do with it. So, ang question ko, ma'am, DNR does these studies sa environmental side, tama po ba? How about sa engineering side of it, ma'am? Diba? I mean, kasi diba, you can have a ECC saying that basically, pag nag-ano ka dito, it won't be perfect, but it's acceptable sa environment. But, ididikit mo ba sa lupa? May channel ba? Saan nakaharap? Saan ilalagay yung kalye? Lalagyan mo ba ng labasan yon? I mean, I'll be more than happy to accept an answer na hindi DNR if we don't know. I'm just trying to find out. Kasi nung bumaha ng husto, may mga nagbintang sa reclamation. To be fair to them, I don't think it's only that. But just to be sure, I also want to make sure that, kasi pag tapos na yon, nagawa na, napakalaking pera na, hindi mo na mababago yung how they do it, di ba ma'am? And I'm a little bit familiar sa Laguna Lake. When Secretary Villar decided to do the road dike, 1,100 hectares was left outside. So, yun ang ngayon na nag-erode at yun yung nire-recover nung iba. So, there were three things he could have done. Yung napakalayo that cost much but it was in the water, then may reclamation. Or sa gitna, nasakop na yung 1-1, or yung present, then they promised, not Secretary Villar himself, but the DPWH, they promised polder dikes that were cheaper. But like, as usual, pag nagawa na yung main project, nakakalimutan yung iba eh. So I'm concerned, the whole Manila Bay, di ba? But not so much, a little bit sa Bulacan, but not so much kasi nga, sa billion na ginagastos not only for the reclamation, but for the airport. Wala naman silang choice to make sure na maganda yung engineering kasi hindi naman pwedeng, di ba, mag-liquefy o bumaksak yung airport. So, I'm sure they're really looking into that. Pero yung ibang reclamation, na lupa pa lang muna, na real estate, di ba? So, kung ikaw gagawa ng bahay doon, ikaw magso-soil test and everything. But the location, the engineering, the science of it all, no? Sino ma'am in charge to look at that part of it?
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, Mr. Senator. The initial submissions from the proponents are given to the PRA. The PRA will then determine whether or not these projects are suitable for further implementation, upon which they will be guided then to obtain the necessary environmental clearance from the DNR. There are committees expert committees that are brought in to review the plans, Mr. Senator. So this would be the basis to respond to your question on whether the engineering actually would be appropriate for the kind of impacts that this project would have on the ecology of the area.
And on the present, at least sa Manila Bay, because you suspended it for a while and got experts, medyo natignan yon.
What has been was suspended, Madam Chair, Mr. Senator, by the OP, by the Office of the President. What we are looking at now is the compliance review of the documentation that has been submitted. And we are also producing a cumulative impact assessment, Mr. Senator, Madam Chair, which we deem absolutely imperative to have in order to then evaluate the suitability of the type of engineering that was proposed at the time of the submission to the PRA.
I'm happy, ma'am, with your answer. Ang point ko lang naman in all of this is that we've seen di ba? So for example, ang isang medyo ongoing discussion with DNR is that should DNR be the protector of the environment, pero siya din nag-i-issue ng licenses, let's say, sa mining, di ba? So, because like sa US, may EPA nga ba yung, di ba? But of course, that's also not a perfect system, di ba? Minsan naman, you have presidents railing at EPA na they're holding it back kaya taas ng presyo ng gasolina nila and everything. So wala namang perfectong sistema. Ang point ko lang, ma'am, we want to get to the point na pag may government approval, people can sleep 100% na 50 years from now or 25 years from now, walang mangyayari na will regret and sabihin hindi kasi naayos, no? So with that answer, I'll ask also PPA, no, if they have the technical capability to, the the technical capability. Kasi nga, iba kasi ma'am, di ba yung sabihin mo lang 50 hectares, 200 hectares dito, but ano talaga yung forma ng 200 hectares na yon? And let's say sa dulo nung doon, how will you, di ba, what kind of engineering enhancements or interventions will you use? So kung may river na palabas doon, di ba, will you, and just for the public who's listening, Madam Chair, no, kasi nga, as a young public servant, I wasn't knowledgeable about that. So when they were building so much things in Taguig, of course, we were happy. But nung bumabaha na, doon lang in-explain sa amin ng urban planners na kahit bukid yun, meron yung pang-ano ng water, di ba? That's why like now, we're insistent doon sa water retention ng bawat building para nga hindi lahat pumapasok doon. So I just don't know kung, kasi if you just follow the building code, medyo okay na yon. But like BGC, many people don't know. That's why it's more, we have a separate ordinance and a higher standard than the building code with density and of course the Americans built yung water retention area, etc. No? So I just want to make sure, ma'am, na we do our part to make sure that all this, by the time na maganda na lahat yan, unless may dugong Enrile ka that you're blessed to live 100 years to see, di ba, yung mga nangyari, I don't know if I'll be here to see these reclamations be like Makati, Ortigas, BGC. I hope I will be. But I don't want na magsisi nun na ang ganda nga dun, bumaha naman dito, etc. No? So that goes to my second question, ma'am. When I asked DPWH, they're still studying the Pasig River Highway, the highway on top of the Pasig River. And our Bishop Milo of the Catholic Church and many NGOs, have brought up concerns to us. And I was wondering, is DNR also looking into that? Or tapos na kayo? Or wala pa sa inyo?
Thank you, Madam Chair, Mr. Senator. It hasn't come to us yet in this regard. But if I may also respond to your other comments, Mr. Senator, Madam Chair. One of the points I raised yesterday in the 55th anniversary of the LLDA was this issue of adaptive environmental governance. And at the end of the day, Madam Chair, Mr. Senator, adaptive environmental governance needs to be driven by the science that is available and that is projected into the future because of the different changes we expect po. So it's really in the equipping and technical capacity building of our own DNR as well as the LLDA po that can be used as an anticipatory capacity to actually foresee what the problems might be in terms of the proposed interventions infrastructure-wise into the different bodies of water. Having said that, Madam Chair, Mr. Senator, we have been actively pushing for the master planning of the entire Laguna Lake, which would, I think at this point, having been shown the plan, Mr. Senator, I think these are very important inputs to that new master plan. That will take into consideration all the different uses that are now present, including the floating solar, which are around 2,000 hectares, po, Mr. Senator, and of course the fisheries component, which is with the DA and BIFAR. But the industrial uses and the land use changes, po, including all the way to the building code designs, which I think that you would be at the forefront, Mr. Senator, in terms of going beyond the standard to actually anticipate the potential impacts, especially due to climate change. And so we would be very happy to work with your office, Mr. Senator, Madam Chair.
Thank you with that, Madam Secretary. And siguro yung, may I also read a little bit, or when you do come out with reports dung sa Manila Bay reclamation, because one of the unintended consequence there is more crowding in Metro Manila. So I do understand why economically, financially, it's feasible. Kasi for the same peso per peso, mas malaki talaga profit sa Metro Manila, and all the infrastructure is here, malapit sa airport, and Manila Bay is Manila Bay. Diba? It's one of the most beautiful bays in the world. Diba? The Sunset have launched many courtships and proposed marriage proposals and everything. But having said that, kita mo sa BGC ang ganda as soon as you get outside, yung traffic, etc. Because nga, may unintended consequences. So even if the actual reclamation is okay, vis-a-vis the whole Metro Manila and the whole, I mean, if you look at the map, di ba? Nagsiksikan talaga lahat ng Pilipino dun sa pinakamakitid sa Metro Manila. That's why we should really go towards Bicol and go towards Nueva Ecija, Rizal, etc. Having said that, ma'am, hindi ba, may I propose lang, I mean, or ask you as a favor to bring it up sa cabinet cluster, hindi ba dapat baliktad kung may proposal, katulad ng Parex, dapat DNR muna? Kasi kung mauna yung engineering at saka yung financial, tapos kontrabida na naman yung environment. Kasi like so I'm following, meron akong nagugustuhan na urban planner na nasa, I didn't ask him permission, hindi ko siya kilala personally, so I won't mention his name, but na-mention ko sa isang hearing, but I was following yung kanyang Facebook. Tapos pinapakita niya na sa South Korea, one of their major rivers, meron na ngang highway sa taas, tinanggal pa nila because marami silang findings. Yung sunlight lang, ma'am, di ba? If you take out the sunlight from the river, di ba? And, you know, if you read Jose Rizal's writings, from the Pasig River, going dun sa amin, sa Napindan, going to Calamba, dyan ang tabo, di ba? Yung boat and everything. So, and pinapaganda nga ngayon yung Pasig River, di ba? So, I was really wondering, kaya lang, nakita ko in my, I don't mean to hit anyone or anything, pero, you know, whether it's a giant museum, it's a giant airport, it's a giant mall, even the Senate building. Pag lahat kompleto na yan, tapos may problema ka sa environment, let's say puputol ka ng puno, to follow na lang yan. Pero kung nauna yung environment, sandali sir, 1,000 yung puno dyan, hanap muna tayo ng iba. Mabilis din humanap ng iba. Kasi hindi niya sasabihin, ma'am, gumastos na kami ng 50 million sa ganito. Ang aming studies, 100 million, ganito. Diba? So, baka kailangan, ma'am, baliktarin. Which goes to my last point about so during the time of President Noynoy Aquino, they were almost bidding already yung C6. All the way from, I'm not sure kung Calamba or longer, all the way to Taytay Rizal. Last minute lang po, umayaw yung mga bidders because naglagay sila ng contingent liability na kung masira yon or bumaha, yung kung sino man manalo has to pay. And that was a deal breaker during that time. So nagulat ako na meron pong ina-approve ngayon from San Pedro, Laguna, up to Bicutan, Taguig. Pero uutangin na sa ADB. So since si Yusek Leones ang nasa LLDA, has this been brought already to the attention of LLDA? Hindi pa. According to DPWH, last budget hearing, pinag-aaralan pa. January, hindi na daw tuloy. Nakita ko sa Facebook, pinapropose na, then the President mentioned it already. So I brought it up in the budget hearing ng DPWH. They're still studying it daw. So I just wanted to know, Yusek, was it brought up na to LLDA?
Perhaps, good Senator, you're referring to the Laguna Lake Road Network?
Yes.
The phase 1. I think there's already ongoing activities there per LLDA. And we review it the DPWH appeared before the board and justify, and it's a priority project of the government. So
Okay.
it's already
So
done deal.
I won't debate with you, and if it's a done deal, then I'll take it up with DPWH. Marami kasi yun so I don't know which one's phase 1, but I'm talking about San Pedro to because nga sa akin kung dati i-PPP nila, bakit ngayon uutangin? So nung tinanong ko si Secretary, hindi baka i-bid nila later on. So sa akin medyo nahilo ako sa ganun sistema. But having said that, during the administration of President Aquino, we studied that. And if you have ganong kalaking road network, you either have, kailangan mo buhayin yung Parañaque Spillway, kung saan yung tubig alat at yung tubig can go back and forth from Laguna Lake back to Manila Bay, or bubutasan mo yung Rizal Mountains going to the Pacific. And in fact, we proposed a funding for that. Na mag-reclaim kayo pang real estate, but aside from a real property tax, because that will be really an expensive property on the lake, put parang a sinking fund or a floating fund, to not use sinking, a fund that will go to pay for that. Ang point ko doon kasi, Yusek, I know you have no power to stop DPWH, but you have the power to say whether it's good or not for the lake. We always put the first project na economically and financially viable to follow yung environmental and it doesn't come because it's expensive. So ubusin muna natin fossil fuels, gamitin natin yung pera para linisin. Walang pera para linisin. That's why dun tayo sa clean energy, So can you take a second look at that? And I will ask DPW, dahil sabi nila sa akin, hindi. Unang-una, wala silang kakabitan sa Bikutan because, not to make excuses, Madam Chair, but yung kanto sa Lower Bikutan, I live there So dati yon 3-minute drive. Ngayon, it's about 15 to 30 minutes doon lang. And I sent Secretary of DPWH a drone shot of gaano kapuno yun. So sabi ko sa kanya, kung ikakabit niyo yung highway doon, yun po pinalapad ni Secretary Mark yun from 4 lanes to 8 lanes o 6 lanes. Pero hindi ka pwede maglagay ng overpass doon dahil dadaan sa DOST. At ang DOST hindi pumayag sa subway doon because yung vibrations will affect all their laboratories there. So I was telling Secretary of DPWH, sir, kung may iba kang lalabasan, kasi yung proposal during Duterte's time, 1,600 ancestral homes naman ang tatamaan. That's why Secretary Mark, pinagbigyan ako na ilipat na lang ito dito sa General Santos, hopefully na pwede doon. But after the pandemic, dumami na yung kotse. So, sa amin is both traffic and being sensitive to our constituents, Camp Bagundiwa, PUP Taguig, DOST, but also the environment. If we keep building roads along the Laguna Lake, but wala yung tunay na what do you call that, ma'am, yung dredging, di ba? And then, hindi nakakapasok yung tubig alat. It's an ecological disaster. It won't be 25 or 50 years. Baka 10, 15 years pa lang from now. The road dike, ma'am, nung ginawa yon, sabi, there's no way na aabot yung tubig doon. Pero nakadalawang storm na parang 1 foot na lang. Pero before that, it was more than, I think it was 1.5 meters or something, yung taas ng road dike, di ba? So the climate and the ecology environment is changing. Dati, ma'am, yung isang engineering intervention last probably 50, 100 years. Now, mas mabilis yung ecological change than the engineering intervention. So kung hindi tama yung engineering intervention, minsan 10, 15 years lang, iba na. So can I request that you look into that? And can I thank you and the chair? Asek, pasensya ka na. I mean, there's no doubt I'm emotional about that issue kasi kawawa mga tao. But I'll stop there, but I hope you learned your lesson na people don't have to explain to you what they need it for. Just do it. Di ba? Yes, please. Go ahead. Yeah, you want to say something? Go ahead, ma'am. Yeah.
If I may po,
Yes.
I would just like to apologize for the delay, but just to clarify po some points, although it's not an excuse na ma-delay po yung pagsagot po sa inyo, including of course sa mga messages ni Chief of Staff po ninyo, no? But it was a process po wherein nagkaroon ng nga sa internal po ng mga, naghingi ako din ng advice sa legal, and then but I was looking at the document po kasi hindi ho ako nag-uupo ng papel eh. Senator. So,
Ma'am,
nangyari po September?
Magpaliwanagan lang tayo together, ma'am. But I'll tell you what happened, ha. Your office communicated already to us. Sinabi na, tinignan na namin, walang patents on several areas. So, simple lang yung request namin.
Yes po.
Put it on writing, you did not. So, let's not waste na the time. Mag-usap na lang tayo
Yes,
because I
Senator.
just want it
Yes
to be
po.
an example that
Apo.
let's not allow it to happen. Now, if you're saying that there were some regulations, etc., regulations tayo din gumagawa nun. Kung may mali sa regulations ng DNR, palitan nyo. Yung batas, wala kayong choice, kami.
Yes po.
So kung nakalagay sa batas, you cannot issue a certificate within 30 days, wala kang magagawa. Eh wala namang ganung batas, ma'am eh.
Yes po, Senator.
Thank you.
The original
Thank you,
Okay po.
thank you, Mr. Senator, Madam Chair. We will take this matter up internally and also communicate with you on the resolution po of this. Thank you so much, Mr. Senator. Just to just speak to your final points.
I just want to make a comment on that Parañaque spillway. Kasi yan, project yan ng Public Works long time ago to be done by JICA, I think. Alam mo, ayaw nang pumayag nung Muntinlupa kasi isisirain ng isa nilang barangay. Isang barangay ng Muntinlupa. Ayaw din pumayag ng Parañaque kasi bumabaha na sa Parañaque. At ayaw rin namin pumayag kasi bumabaha na yung Manila Bay. Tapos dadagdagang pagkaling from Laguna Lake. Walang gustong pumayag dyan sa spillway na yan. Kung gusto nyo maglagay ng spillway, dalhin nyo dun sa Pacific Ocean. Doon kayo gumawa ng way. Huwag sa amin kasi malaki na rin ang problema namin sa Manila Bay. Ang Bacoor, grabe na baha kami. Kaya kami ayaw ng reclamation. Kami babaha. 6 to 8 meters na ang prediction sa amin pag pinayagan namin ng reclamation. At mamamatay lahat ang mangrove namin kasi because of Manila Bay water, brackish water ang mangrove. It's a combination of salty water and fresh water. The fresh water comes from a river. The salty waters comes from Manila Bay. Kung tinambakan na yung Manila Bay, patay lahat ang mangrove namin sa Las Piñas, Parañaque Wetland Park. So talagang out of the question na yan eh. So,
Ma'am, I agree with you and I'll give the Secretary the last word, but I forgot to say, I also favor yung Pacific. And in fact, will propose a funding from the reclamation. But having said that, nabanggit nyo yung comprehensive development plan ng LLDA. I commit to help work for that funding if by the time you get to the plenary, I mean, if it's ADB or JICA type that sila magfa-fund, etc. But kung, if it's 50 or 100 million, ang balik sa atin yan is not only a billion, hundreds of billions, baka much more. So I'll personally be more than happy to push for X amount, but give us an idea lang, ma'am, of something of that magnitude. Ano yung funds? And secondly, please, Yusek Jonas, i-compare mo yung BCDA law sa LLDA law. That's what we're doing, and I talked to Senator Chairman Mark, who took over the committee on government corporations. But I'm working on BCDA and LLDA pa rin. Ako pa rin yung vice chairman in charge. But, BCDA, grabe ang development. But they were given some things na hindi binigay sa LLDA. No? So baka it's time also with the master plan na ma-amend yung LLDA law. So ma'am, you can have the last word, but thank you for listening.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Mr. Senator. I just wanted to share also that as part of the cumulative impact assessment of the reclamation projects in Manila Bay, we have engaged a regional planner to also, so you mentioned, Mr. Senator, yung urban planning, and we have actually engaged as part of the cumulative impact assessment team, a regional planner to look at the impact of these proposed reclamation projects on the regional load of people, solid waste, water, power, in order to say what would really be needed in order to sustain if this were to go through. So our regional planner po, if I may share, as part of the Marine Science Institute's team is Dr. Arturo Corpus, who is with the UP, and he is producing the regional planning implications and options for the creation of new urban and regional spaces as opposed to the proposed projects po. So thank you very much po. And thank you, sir, for your offer to support the master plan. That's very well noted. Thank you very much po.